Welcome, everybody. We're back with another episode of the Call on Me podcast. Real people, real conversations, real life. I'm Danero, and I got Miss Monica.
Hey.
We got King. And we got our special guest, Tasha, in the building.
Hello.
So today we're going to revisit a topic that we just had last time, about the struggles or the good and the bad of a blended family, the things you got to go through. All right, who want to start it off? Tasha.
Yeah.
You the guest. So how is it in a blended family?
It starts off real rough, especially when you just, first start. Nobody liked me.
Did you give them a reason to?
No, because I'm nice
or
to
it was
everybody.
just you was the new person?
I mean, it's usually the mothers first,
Oh, so you had a baby daddy that had kids outside of you, right?
Is that blended family?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my husband.
You got a little slick on you.
Yeah, this real quick.
My husband had 5 kids.
Oh, you fixing the husband? Okay, my bad.
My husband.
Sorry.
My husband had 5 kids.
Sorry, husband.
My husband passed away. Rest in peace, sweet pea.
Rest in peace.
I'm just messing up today. I'm shutting
Yeah,
up.
you fucking up.
It's okay. It's okay. But he had 5 kids, and it started off like real rough because nobody liked me. They just had to learn me.
So was it just the mama or the kids wasn't rocking with you?
It was
either?
the kids
How old
because
was
of
the
their
kid?
mother.
Oh, their mother. It's not necessarily his mother.
That's a whole nother show. But I'm talking about the kid's mother. The kid's mother, because I was like,
Because you the shit.
I am.
That's what it was.
But, they don't like you because you with him or whatnot.
And they wasn't done.
That's how I take it because I'm just completely different. Like, I ain't never had no problems with my kids, father, wife. Everybody just loves me. If you don't love me,
It's a problem with you.
you want this nigga. You want to, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, you want
we
this
don't
nigga,
record
y'all
this in the
fucking.
church.
That's just my opinion because I make everybody feel welcome. I don't care. Like, I don't think I need everybody to like me, but if you don't like me, it's just right.
Right.
All right. So how old was the kids when you came around? Because he was older,
8
right?
and 10.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have liked you
And
either.
Definitely wouldn't have liked you.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't
okay,
imagine.
listen. Can
Go
I
ahead.
say it?
Yeah, you
8,
can't
10, and the older ones were.
Shit.
Oh shit.
There go one of them now.
And the
Where
older
the hell
ones was
you at?
like 14, 16, and 16.
But these are multiple.
That's old enough.
But these are multiple kids with different mothers, right? Like they
So
all
was it all the mamas?
He got 2 kids by one chick, and the rest is just all.
So how many mamas had an
4
issue with you?
or 3.
Four.
All the
Had a
mamas?
problem with me.
Yeah.
All of them. Well, no,
Damn.
step one. Step one, because I didn't know her.
Gang bang.
So if
I mean,
so
girl, they
You
had
know,
a
an enemy of your enemy.
yeah, that's how
Y'all
it goes.
don't like
Yeah,
that.
I was like the bad guy.
So
But
I gotta. My daughter be 16.
They probably used to go to lunch and meet up and like, man, I can't stand that.
My daughter
bitch.
be 16 in about 2 weeks, and I couldn't imagine trying to introduce her to another
A
woman.
brand new person though.
Oh my god.
She be hot.
Wow. I ain't never met no nigga growing
My
up,
kids
period,
ain't
and
going.
I wasn't ready.
My kids.
My
don't
stepkids
like
ain't even
nobody.
going.
They don't like nobody.
Ain't nobody going. I just don't like new people because off top I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about.
You
So
gotta
blended
learn.
families
Yeah,
don't
it
work.
Take time, but I
Yes,
mean,
they definitely do. Like how that started, it ended completely different. My
Exactly.
husband passed away, and some of his baby mom they still got the I Hate Tasha Club, but some of them a couple of them just came like, I'm sorry, like it's cool, and let's just be friends now. But
was it after he passed?
after he passed,
Because now there's no threat.
exactly. But I just never been that type of person. I know I probably look intimidating,
So do
but
you
I don't.
do you take it as genuine since it happened after the fact of him passing
That's a good
away?
question.
Absolutely
or do
not.
you still keep him a little arms distance?
I do.
Keep it cordial, but like, nah.
I
we
do.
ain't about to
And the
go
kids
on a
are older
picnic.
now too, so there's really they can make up their minds.
And they
if
can
wanna-
see.
Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
see like how it is.
So did you feel like you had to get the kids' trust?
I did.
And say forget the mamas, like I ain't even worried about them.
But that's what it's
Let me
about.
build my
It's
own
about
relationship.
Absolutely.
It's about the kids, you know.
So, but all my stepkids, you know, the two younger ones, they mamas in their ear, but that's okay because they'll come around when they get older. That's how I feel, you know. But my
Well, they don't have no
older
reason to
kids,
come around now.
I mean, they do because how I am. I'm real family oriented. I have stuff all the time,
There's
and
pictures
we
of
got
kids
And she
all
throw
in the
down
house.
in the kitchen.
kids
Yeah.
everywhere. You know, my kids are they brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You know,
So how many kids do you have?
I have 4.
Okay. And they wasn't by him?
No, we had no kids together.
Oh, okay.
9 kids. Somebody got me.
So then did the
Brady
kids
Bunch.
That's the Brady Bunch.
like the other kids?
You know, they
At
had their
first.
moments, but now
But that's
it's
all
just like
kids.
completely different. Like,
I wouldn't even blend no family.
Man,
if I
it
had,
seems
if
like
everything
that'd be
went,
so dope.
I wouldn't even do
especially
it.
since
It-
I was the baby.
like my
having some
kids
more,
don't
like,
even
that
live.
would
Some
be
of them
dope.
don't even live here. Like 2 of them live in Detroit. One of them live in Atlanta, but they come here all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 2 of my I fly free twice off my stepkids.
Hey,
But them is my kids though. Them ain't my
Come with
stepkids.
it.
Yeah.
Them is my babies.
come
for
with
real.
it. So do you think at the beginning the kids was like basically sicked on you by the parent,
Absolutely.
pumping their head
But
up?
because
That's some
I
ill
think a
shit
completely
right there.
different way, and I knew my husband, he wasn't even my husband at first, but my boyfriend back then, but I knew him and I knew how he did stuff. So me and him we just rock well together.
Yeah.
The
I roughed
chemistry
it
was
out
there.
because I just knew that everything was going to be all right.
And that's what it is. Eventually, when you see your parents happy, whether you like the
Exactly.
person or not, you flow with it. And that's something that I'm trying to teach my kids now. Like, respect whoever you're around. Be nice. If you don't want to meet people, say you don't want to meet people. When you're ready to meet people, you're ready to
Well,
meet
me
people.
and our guest audience member, we disagree with you, Monica.
What? It's
I don't
hard
care
to-
what's going on. If I ain't gonna like you, I ain't gonna like you.
Well, I mean,
because
but you
your,
want
your
your
kids
back
are,
do the
then,
right
that
thing.
but your kids are already naturally jealous,
I
correct?
know, but you
so then you
install
add
that
more
in-
time or somebody else taking away from them or
But
making
you,
you
don't
make
wanna tell your
decisions.
kids, hey,
They ain't gonna
whoever,
like that.
Whoever he around, you
You better not.
You better not. No, that's not how I'm raising them.
Right.
You know, I tell them to be
They trying to
respectful.
push me out the picture.
Yeah, no, and I'm not gonna say that. Like, I'm not. Even if it hurts me, I'm not gonna tell them that. Because it's just not what I wanted. I have stepkids. Like, Isaiah and Dewan are my stepsons. And what if their mother would have said that about, I mean, one of them did. But what if their mother would have said that about me?
Message.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Shots
she can get this
fired.
work. Let me just send that shot. And you can get this work.
Oh.
You
he
know
gonna
what?
Whoa.
blank that out. But if their parents were saying stuff like, you know, don't talk to Monica, but I do
Just on the strength of you being the,
I do have a different relationship though with my youngest stepson because me and his mother had friction. But like if Ashley would have said that, I mean Isaiah, I'm closer to Isaiah than any of my children, and I didn't even conceive him.
Yeah.
But we are the closest because he's about to be 18. He can talk to me about stuff that he probably feels like he cannot talk to his mother about. So we have a different relationship. But I can't tell them not to do that because I know how it would have made me feel trying to build a bond with them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, I grew up in a blended family, and I myself have a blended family. And I think that the benefits of growing up in a blended family is you know the good and the bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think a lot of people have opinions about it, but if you didn't grow up through
You
it,
won't understand
you
it.
get what I'm saying? So even as having a blended family as an adult, but you didn't have a blended family, then you ain't going to really understand it.
No.
Like, my wife doesn't understand it. I think that she tries her best to support as much as she know, but she don't really understand
But
it.
all your kids are hers, right?
Yes. All the kids in the house are hers,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah.
But your daughter
My oldest daughter,
is not yours.
Yeah.
Right. See, and that's where that step parent thing comes in.
not biologically mine. Let's
Right.
fix that.
Because, like, you know, 2 of my friends called me after they watched the first podcast, and they apologized to me. Shout out to Amber and Chanel. And they were like, you know, we're sorry for always telling you
that you're doing too much.
that you're doing too much. Or we're sorry for telling you to step away because we've
But
never
there-
had to be step parents.
But there's a thin line. There's a thin line, though. Like, you got to be careful, though, because as much as you trying to be a parent all the time, there's people that's still talking to this kid that's reminding them that
Yes.
you ain't that.
That ain't your mama.
You get what I'm saying?
But I think, man, if you a parent that can even, number one, if you a parent that can teach a child to be disrespectful,
Something's wrong with you.
like you fucked up.
But
You
some,
are. Period.
but
You
some,
fucked up, period.
but some people do it,
And they
not
do.
knowing they doing it though.
And no, they know what
They
they're
know
doing.
they
No,
doing it.
every man,
If
you
you
ain't
say
never heard
you
of
ain't got to listen to her,
the-
yeah, that I mean,
the
you learn
definition
those
of
things.
ignorant,
intentional.
meaning
You
you're
learn
not,
to
you're
listen.
not,
Yeah.
you're not aware.
Yeah.
Like some people don't know.
Just subliminally do it by saying little shit, but like my mama would never teach me. I mean, even if I did have a step parent or whatever.
No, you don't teach
but
disrespect.
As far as adults, period.
And that's what I mean. You don't. So when you implement those values in your children, that goes for daddy girlfriend, daddy side piece,
the neighbor,
everybody. It goes for everybody.
No, but I think if you've been doing it long enough and you know your kids, if you have a real relationship with your kids, you can tell when it's coming. Yeah. And what direction it's coming from, because they'll act different. Kids don't, they just honest and young and don't even know they're doing it. And then, it's up to you, because I mean,
well,
I don't want to speak from my own personal experience.
They ain't going.
But I'm going to be me all the time, regardless of who, whatever told you this, or told you that, or, you get pulled to the side and this could be that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, you got to come home. Yeah. And I ain't going to wait till you get home. We're going to fix it right now, because I'm going to stand on mine, because I know what I do, and I know the sacrifices I take. But I think that you have to really be genuine and real with it to be able to do that. You can't leave no room for error or have any gray, because at the end of the day, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm probably closer to my stepdaughter in this situation because of her age than I am my real daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, when my stepdaughter's in bad situations or she don't understand, and my wife said that she'll get on this and tell you, she's jealous because she's going to come to me. Mm-hmm. Like, but it's just a trust. You know what I'm saying? That she know that I've sat down, we've had conversations. Like, I know it ain't easy, or I know you might feel a certain way.
Do you ever feel like you go harder, though, sometimes for your stepkids?
No, I go the same. I go the same. Now, I think ages matter, because she's at an age where
it's totally
they ain't
different.
there. But I'm also transparent when it comes to my relationship with her, too. And I'm going to tell her, I don't always know the answer. Yeah. But I'm going to do what I feel like is best. And then even in between, we'll figure it out. Like, I think being honest as a parent, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't the same parent you was now that you was at your first kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not at all.
Yeah.
Like, my oldest daughter seen stuff and heard me do stuff and say stuff that Ashton has never. Yeah.
Never heard,
they
never
don't even know that person.
Hear.
Like, who was that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they all know how to fuck their ass up.
Without even being a step parent, I see that in my kids.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I don't think step parents get enough recognition or appreciation.
No.
At all.
That's fact.
But I was, I've said that.
It's like Father's
recently.
Day.
Yeah. No, it ain't like no Father's Day.
Yeah. It's even worse than Father's Day.
It's not like.
It's even worse than Father's Day. So everybody that can relate to Father's Day and how we don't get no love, step parents get none. So I just take all kind of black eyes.
No, Isaiah used to always on Mother's Day, he would give me flowers and candy, and his mom would have him do that. And this year I had actually got a text from my youngest stepson's mother that was like, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for going so hard and all this and all that. I mean, it was a lie from her, but I still appreciated the text.
It made you appreciate it.
It made me appreciate the text.
I mean, especially I look at it like, too, y'all being step parents, like, nigga, I don't have to be here. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't have to do shit. I mean, you should in a relationship and all that shit, but like,
see, I think when you
didn't birth you, like it's a whole different relationship.
I don't think you think like that though.
He's not a step parent. He's not gonna get it.
Like even if me and Tasha got divorced tomorrow, I'm running with her. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying when you really genuine doing it and you ain't looking at the step part of it, you don't even think like that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that. When you have a kid, the feeling of it, as soon as that baby come out, like the light switch just go off.
Yeah.
But as a step parent, it's like, I don't even know how to really explain it. Like, I'm here by extension, though, but
I get it. I'm about to help you, though, because I did it.
That y'all,
I get what he's saying.
Y'all make a choice.
No, I went crazy about a lot of stuff when it came to Naya. That was my first one. That Tasha was like, and I'm thinking like, you don't care? Yeah. Like, she didn't understand. You get what I'm saying? But you already
she got it out on her
So
first
the second and third one, I was like, I see why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I wish I could explain it better.
I know what you're trying to say. I just don't agree with you.
Like my goddaughter. I ain't trying to.
All right, look, hold on. I got an analogy. Like, say you a millionaire.
No.
You a millionaire, and you go to McDonald's, right? You work at McDonald's, right? You a millionaire though.
But I work at
McDonald's.
No,
I'm saying, just look. You a millionaire, but you work at McDonald's. Me being a manager, I would probably appreciate you more because, nigga, you don't have to come to this motherfucker, but you coming in here every day.
I know where you going.
Because you love your job.
Okay, here's my scenario.
That's terrible. I hate this job.
I hate it here.
No, but here's my scenario, and it's not even a blended family. I got another goddaughter, and I don't want to say their names.
Let's not forget last time on the other one, he didn't really know the guy kid's name.
Damn,
I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, he killing
He
me.
spit it out.
Hey, but listen to me. I got a goddaughter, and he's had several kids, and this was her first. So they had the first birthday party, and she's kind of like all in a panic. The cake ain't good enough. You get what I'm saying? And he kind of looking at it like, she
Nah, that was
ain't
the
gonna
one.
remember.
Yeah, he said the
Yeah.
name.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, because I've been through both shoes, I had to keep helping him relate. Like, I get what you're doing because we didn't have 4 kids. Like, I understand.
But this is her first.
But this is her first, and now you ain't even being sensitive to
Yeah.
how she feeling,
Yeah, it's
though.
a,
Like,
it's a
you know what I'm saying?
motherfucker.
Like,
That was gonna make me ask Tasha, like, so when you was going through that, did you approach it with like, I'm trying to understand where you coming from, or was it like, fuck that, I just wait, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna try to get you to like me. I'm gonna just wait it out. And did you
I was
understand?
way
it?
younger. No, I was like completely different
and you was younger.
than I am right now. So I was ready to fight. Like
Yeah.
you telling them
The
that
kids
they
or
ain't
the
got to eat.
parents?
The
Whoever.
parents.
So
the
was they
parents,
with
because it was the
who
parents.
wrote this
With your
smoke?
husband being older, was they older
My husband
too?
was not older.
He
Where
wasn't?
you getting this
I thought
shit
he
from,
was.
Danny?
We thought he was we thought he was an OG
I'm
out
older
here.
than him. Well, y'all probably don't know how old I am, though.
I
'Cause
don't.
I'm old than a bitch.
Tell the
But
world.
Older than me.
It's all good. How old are you?
40?
Yes.
He 40.
You said 47?
37.
Oh yeah, I'm way older than you.
Really?
Yeah.
Killing him.
Damn. This whole
She
time.
got grown ass kids and grandkids.
But I thought Tasha was young. Young.
I'm 44.
Young with.
You 44?
Yeah.
Damn.
Killing
Don't
him.
she look good? My cousin look good, y'all.
You can
I'm
follow
44.
her at
Cut the tape.
You can follow her at Tasha Juicy.
You know what?
Instagram.
Nah, cause
Dumas underscore
I thought he
Tasha.
was older, and I thought you was younger.
I'm a year older than him.
He just looked
Hot
older.
damn.
Hot diggity
It's
dog.
oily skin. It's a gift and a curse.
Yes.
Yeah, I
It
know about the
is.
oily skin.
Oily skin.
I know nothing about the
boy.
oily skin.
You ain't got
But so you was ready to whoop some ass.
I'm still struggling with my
like,
beard.
I wanted to fight. Like, why are you coming for me? Like, I ain't never done nothing to you, and I'm trying to get my life together. Like, I'm
Trying
on
to
some
leave, but you
completely
keep
different
pulling me
stuff.
back.
But y'all just like on
That
some.
sound like Lauryn Hill.
They'll do some stuff like go tell their mama like she was walking around with these little. If you walk in my room, you gonna
See whatever.
see whatever.
It's my
but
room.
it's my room. But I don't give a fuck if I was in the kitchen.
This my
This
house.
is my house.
Nah,
I'm gonna
nah.
do
Or
whatever
the
I want
grass
to
is
do.
my
But
yard.
I wouldn't do that
Yeah,
though.
you can't do that.
I would
Tasha.
not
You gotta put
do
some
that.
clothes on.
How many
did.
boys are there? 2 boys? 3 boys.
You
It's
can't be
3 boys.
Tasha, you can't be walking around with the booty shorts on. You
I,
got
I
13-year-old
was in my
stepkids.
room. I wouldn't have done that around little boys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that
Wait.
around little boys.
See, but I mean, you can spin something however you want to.
And that's
you know
what
what
I
mean?
was gonna say.
And
It
that's how
probably
it
came out
goes.
like, yeah, she walked in the kitchen popping with a
But if you
thong
sitting at
on.
home like, what was going on? What she have on?
Who's
Yeah.
asking that?
Uh,
But
That's
see,
too
I
much.
think a lot of it too be when most of the time when you have a blended families, we all young and making mistakes. So you trying to blend a family at 22,
Yeah.
23, you don't even know yourself.
You don't.
I think anytime you got outside people, period, with
Oh my
nothing to
God.
do,
Completely different.
with nothing to
goes
do, they can just sit here and just make up scenarios on how this is going without ever
But you don't
even
know.
meeting you. You
Okay.
can come up with a scenario. Yeah, she probably
Without
trying to be
even
my
meeting
kid,
you.
mama.
But check
and
this one
trying
out
to
though.
replace me.
You don't know what the
fuck
other
that
person's
bitch.
life was before you met them too though.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't know what baggage or
Child.
what they
don't.
done did.
That's a
wrong.
But
shout
if
out
you
to
get to
somebody
know
right now.
somebody, if you try to get to know somebody instead of just jumping to, oh, she looks like a whore. Let me see what I can find.
I might
You
look
gotta
like a
get
whore.
to you gotta
I
get to
might.
know somebody first. You gotta
Yeah.
learn them and
But
you know,
as you,
what
as
about
you
this
get
shit?
older,
But
though,
what
like,
if- but
is
what if
looking
everybody
like
was-
what is looking like a whore?
No, but what if
Nothing.
everybody
You
he
fucking-
messed with
we
before you
fucking
was a
grown.
hoe?
I already know that
You better go.
I intimidate people because the way I am, but I'm just not a cardigan type person.
Tasha, you didn't hear what
I
I,
like
said.
cardigans.
Not.
and
But
look
what
like
if
a whore.
everybody he was messing with before you was a hoe? So that's why they assumed you was
They
gonna be
probably
one too.
were.
But that don't have nothing to do with me.
I
Like,
probably was,
Them motherfuckers
but
paint you with
you
that
don't know
same
what I'm
brush.
doing right now.
Yeah.
But
Like
if-
try
but
to get to know somebody
But it
before
don't
you
matter,
just
like,
be like,
why
If
do
you
it-
sit down with the grandma,
Jumping.
if you
Hey,
sit down with the
it
mama and she
it-
trying to get to know you, and you got to answer hard questions like, how many kids you got? 3. How many baby daddies you got? 3. Sometimes, hey, sometimes.
Okay, cut.
You gonna automatically
Yeah, you be like,
assume. But even when you look at it like that, so what if?
perception.
So
is
you got a
reality.
kid that's 13, you got a kid that's 6, and you got a newborn.
And the
Them
newborn is with
three
your husband.
huge different
Yeah.
steps
But
of your
what
life.
if you got a kid that's 13, 12, and 11?
Then you just got a kid that's 13, 12, and 11.
Well,
like,
Because if y'all
don't call
live
my mama no
together-
hoe. Don't
Yeah.
y'all do it.
If y'all live
pick
together
words,
and y'all
you got-
blending, he trusts me.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He trusts me.
But
You
all I'm saying
should.
is
So
pick y'all words.
where did
real.
he stand in it? Because I know it was hard on him.
I mean, it was hard on him, but where he should have been standing, right here.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Right
saying
here.
all my mama kids is
I
2
mean,
years
I know
apart.
he gonna be by
It
your
took her
side,
10
but
months to
wasn't it
have
sometimes
kids.
he like, oh, this is
Like this.
So I'm just
Of
trying
course,
to say about my
of
mama.
course it was. Of course it was.
I hate you, King. Stupid.
I didn't even hear what he said. He was still going on this. He was in his own.
No, I said
conversation.
my mama had all her kids are 2 years apart. It took her 10 months to have them.
Bye. Cut.
Y'all playing
Y'all
crazy.
got the same
I'm about
daddy?
to turn this mother. No, we don't. Don't do that.
Don't none of
I'm
y'all.
not-
Wait,
no,
hold
I'm
on.
about to turn this
Hold
motherfucker
on, wait.
up.
Let's do some therapy. How many kids your mama got?
Hey, she stopped. The mama got married. She was married for 20
How many kids your mama got? How many?
Hey, if she was a hoe, I love the hell out of her. I tell you
How
that.
many?
Man, I love that hoe. You ain't never got to worry about it.
Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with that, but that is exactly why I'm working on that other project, man. Because when you really think about it,
How
like
many kids your mama got?
it's 3 of us, but two daddies, but
Okay.
us and Kiana 15, 16 years
Right.
apart.
The king
Let me
couldn't
tell you
answer.
something.
But
I'm
nah,
gonna tell you,
but
tell you all
look,
my
but
family
look, it
secrets.
just really
My
make
grandma
you-
had a kid. They had another kid. Went back at a kid by the baby daddy. So the middle child got the same baby, got the same daddy as the baby, and there's a child in between.
So she was like going back
She
and
double
forth.
back.
And I
She was
swear
like,
to God- I swear to
you
God,
know
y'all
what?
better not
You
say
said
that.
your grandma?
You better not say nothing about my
Hey, this is the last podcast y'all motherfuckers have. I'm gonna tell y'all now.
Oh, man, she
Wait
like,
a
man,
minute.
this second nigga ain't cutting it, man.
Oh my God.
Did you say your grandma? Okay.
Nah, but I'm
Is
just
this your
saying,
mama's mama?
This my
Shit.
mama's mama.
See, okay, well,
Yeah,
we ain't
this
gonna say
my-
nothing else
Yeah,
then.
don't say
Oh,
nothing now. I'll
man.
tear this motherfucker up.
This nigga's a fool though, man.
Nah,
Wait a minute.
But see,
now.
but that kind of conversation really make you wonder, like, damn, we
Nah,
looking at
I
you looking
don't
at
wonder.
your people
was
like,
going
man, what the
on?
fuck y'all was on? You know what I mean?
Hey, long as
And y'all
you-
had to work hard for this, cause wasn't no social media,
Nah.
wasn't no cell phones. Like,
Mailman,
you had to go
milkman.
out your way.
Hey, but again though, go back to it though. My granddaddy. Yeah, he stood up though. He could have cut out.
So your granddaddy is the babies.
Well, my
Or
granddaddy.
the Wait,
Hey, my
your granddaddy was the middleman.
No, my daddy's mama
No, just
died
cut.
when she was 2. So my granddaddy that I know that was raised us. Yeah,
Was that the first man your grandma was with, or the last man?
that was the last one.
Well, the last one was the first one, so the middle one.
No, there's a first one.
Just stop.
It's only 3. So there was
I thought it
one-
was 2.
No, it was one that died. My mom's dad died, and then she had my auntie, and then they got a separated divorce or whatever it was, and then she
Had
met-
another kid
She had another kid, and they
then
ended up
went
getting
back.
together.
Wow.
to the second one.
Yeah. So I guess they was married and didn't really get divorced.
But at least she married them all.
She only married one. She ain't just going around saying I do to everybody.
Okay.
And you say something that's what my grandma.
Yeah,
I swear to God, that'd be the last shot of whatever you.
Love you,
drinking.
grandma.
Shout out to what we drinking.
Yeah.
That's the homie though.
Yeah,
Cool.
Cause Jackie already know I tear this
Tony wine.
motherfucker up. Nah, but for real though. Nah.
And then your mom did it. Your mom had 3 kids.
Yeah.
And
Mine.
did you with 3 men?
With 3 men.
And did you now? So how did that work for you with the stepdaddy?
I don't know.
I don't know where this went.
Why don't you know how that worked for you?
Cause I don't know him.
You didn't know that me and your mom had the other 2
He was
kids?
young.
Well, I knew
dude.
my sister daddy. Yeah.
Never mind.
He was too
Yeah, you don't
young.
But my sister daddy took care of all of us like we was his.
Oh, so
too.
there's a
That's
big
crazy.
age difference then.
No, it's
No.
like 2 years.
Then why don't you know?
He was young.
Yeah, you gotta think. I didn't know.
Cause you gotta think.
When my mom got
His
married
sister
to my
was 2
stepfather.
when he
Okay.
came.
Yeah.
Then he was 2 when his brother
Yeah.
came.
And then they got married. I was like 4. So that's all I knew.
I'm about to go.
Then you
Mine
wake up.
good.
Then you wake up and
Scratching my
remember
leg
it.
up.
Cause
Okay.
Monica on some bullshit
Okay.
with all her baby daddies.
I got 1 baby daddy, and my mama had 1 baby daddy, and my grandma had 1 baby daddy.
So you don't know nothing about this blended life. This
Shit
is just
blended,
us.
For real.
I'm just
not being a kid in
Living it.
I'm living a
She's
blended
living a
life. I
blended.
got 2 stepsons.
She the first generation
blended.
blended.
So you are the ones I'm talking about that don't understand.
No, I do.
So you laughing at my
I'm
struggle.
not. I'm not.
I know I don't understand.
You definitely.
I ain't got no step kids. I ain't been no step nothing. My mama mean, whatever.
But because when you come,
bring it to the house, I don't.
But I'll joke aside. When you go through something like that, though, it make you fight harder for you.
Yes.
To take other people through it, though. Real talk.
My kids don't want no stepmamas. Like, you know, even through what I'm going through, they don't want to meet nobody. They don't want to talk to nobody. They don't want to be a part of it. But they also don't want me to date. Like, I set them down and was like, you know, through this divorce, you know, eventually I'm going to date. And they're like, no, you're not. We don't want to be
Hold on,
around no
Var.
niggas.
But on a serious note, I think that growing up in a blended family and raising a blended family, it builds character. Because it's definitely going to immediately show you how much you love. Because you're going to get tested.
Oh, yeah.
Versus somebody who naturally know that I got loyalty here, this is all I got. When you blend it or it's step and you got all these people in the direction of or in kids' heads, like it's going to get tested.
Child, this week. I feel
Are you
like,
going through some shit too?
oh, I'm going through it, baby. I think I was blessed to have my first stepson. Like I said, I never had no issues with his mom. You know, she sent me a text the other day, literally like brought me to tears about, I am so thankful for having you as a stepmother for my son and installing such great qualities in him and praying for him and taking care of him. And she literally told me, had I not been there, she feels like that her and her son and his father wouldn't have had that relationship because, you know, I'm picking him up. I'm dropping him off. I'm at the band.
You like the glue.
It's me.
You the glue.
But then, you know, I think God has a way of showing you what it could have been. And that's what I have with my younger stepson. And, you know, it's complicated. It's complicated, and it's also becoming an issue where it's complicated for my children.
Man, life is complicated, period.
It's
and the
complicated.
more people you involve in it,
Yeah,
parenthood is complicated.
And that's the thing. Like, I parent one way, and you might parent another way. And with Isaiah, it was easy because her and I, even though we are not alike, we feel the same about education and morals and respect and those types of things.
I think that's different, though.
Now, with this other lady here, I got what you feel like is acceptable, I don't. Like, I'll never forget this, and I'm not kidding. Thanksgiving one year, we at my Uncle Humy house. Shout out to Uncle Humy. And Rossi, all the cousins over there. We drink, we have fun. I got all the kids. You know, Lamarck's there, everybody's there. Lamarck mom even there. We all there. And DeJuan's jumping on the couch. I'm like, hey, quit jumping on that couch. So he get back up here, jumping again. He's probably like 6. I said, do you jump on your mama couch? He looked me dead in the face. Yeah. He was serious.
Carry on, my nigga.
Yeah, so I'm like, boy, get down. You don't jump on nobody's couch or your mama's couch, you know. But that's what I mean. And
we don't do that here. So.
And or one time I spanked him. Like, I've never really had to spank my kids, but I spanked him and Landon one time in 13 years because they was doing some stuff they really had no business doing. And she called and was like, I don't whoop my son. And I said, well, I'll whoop anybody kids. I whoop your kids. I whoop your kids. I whoop your if I got your kids and I whoop them, then they needed to get whipped. I ain't gonna beat them, but they need to get whipped. So she was like, well, he ain't coming back over there because I don't whoop him. And I'm like, okay, I respect that. 2 weeks. He made it 2 weeks. I want to go back over Monica's house because I didn't hurt him. But there's certain things I'm not gonna allow them to do, and that's fine that you don't whoop your kids. But if
that's how they jump on the couch.
If I had to whoop him, then he really, really was doing some stuff that I had to whoop him, you know. And I didn't just whoop him. I whooped his ass and Landon's ass. Like, I whooped them both because they both was doing stuff they had no business doing. So if I'm going to whoop my child, I definitely don't give a fuck about whooping nobody else's.
See, discipline is tough. That's
it's
the
a tough thing.
thing I would be going
But can you
through
imagine being through
a step?
And it's hard because Lamarck is not a disciplinary. He's goofy. He don't whoop nobody. He don't put fear in nobody. So I'm the bad guy. And it's hard because I'm introed into this. So it's like for me to be the one that's like, hey, I said no zeros. Hey, I said no Fs. Hey, I said, don't do this, don't do that. They like,
you just look like you tripping.
You ain't
Daddy ain't tripping.
So when you, but that's what I'm saying.
I mean?
So when you on the outside of that though, and I'm saying like you the step part of that, it takes a lot of patience.
Yes.
Because you cannot just be aggressive with it. You know, and I don't want to tell all my business, but I mean, it just kind of happened to us. You know what I'm saying? I've been screaming it like, hey, this is going to happen. No. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when it comes to one daughter and the other one, I got to kind of guard what I want to dib and dab with or what I feel like you need to handle on your own. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to deteriorate my relationship. Yeah. Because if I come and I be too strong, then I'm the bad guy. And you know what I'm saying? So, and, I hate to say I told you so, but sometimes you got to sit back and say, hey, look, let's
We
not. Oh
talked
no, I
about
told
this,
you
yeah.
so. But I told you this 3 months ago that this was gonna happen
Yeah.
if we move this way. But
Right.
when you love the whole scenario, it don't turn into I told you, so it turns into a okay. So next time I give a suggestion, can we pay attention to it more? Because I ain't trying to be the bad guy. I'm trying to make sure that all is okay.
I didn't want to get
You
here.
know what I'm saying?
I didn't even want to get here.
I didn't want to get here. Is what it turned down to. Because at the end of the day, the only person that hurts is the kid,
And that's a good
not
thing
no adult.
too, because like in parenting period, sometimes you see things that the other parent is not gonna
Does
see.
not see.
I mean, you just
But
can't
I think
see it.
in her defense, and anybody who's in a blended situation defense, when they're the parent of the kid, I think that you naturally guard.
Oh yeah.
I think you naturally
Guard's
just gonna,
definitely,
you know what I'm saying? You gonna
I mean,
naturally
even me
guard.
with the boy, like my kids, I'm naturally gonna protect them a little bit more, even with their father, because they're my kids.
But see, when you
and
blend
I don't
it,
mean to
when
do
you on
that.
the other side of it, they
I know
all the
it's
same
worse.
in my
Yeah.
eyes.
See, and I get that.
Because it ain't nothing like
Yeah.
it ain't like, oh, you want some shoes? Okay, I ain't gonna get you nothing this week because you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gonna move. Like once you a man and you all of them call me the same. She don't say stepdaddy.
Yeah.
She say daddy like the rest of them.
Dewan don't call me nothing.
So you gonna be
12
that.
years.
You know what I'm saying?
He just, can I have some milk? Can I have some water?
He probably like, shh.
He probably been told not to call you mama.
And I'm telling you,
Or it's probably a deliberate thought process. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something.
I
2
don't
weeks
know
ago,
Just stick with that.
2 weeks ago, we had a
ho.
situation, and I
That's like
beat
when
his motherfucking
when
ass.
you talking to a motherfucker and you don't remember that
We
name
had
and shit.
we had a situation 2 weeks ago
Excuse me.
where literally his mother is on my voicemail in front of him and don't know she's on the voicemail, clowning me in front to him, So the next 2 days when he came over, it was just weird, like he didn't want to, normally he come in, Monica, give me a hug or whatever, talk to me, but it's like walk upstairs, walk downstairs, because I think he feels like if he talks to me, he's cheating on his mama.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say.
And
you
and
put
it's
a
hard.
kid in that type of situation.
Yeah, because he hurt her.
Well, if you like her, that means you like me less.
But you gotta
and it
realize.
shouldn't even be like, it should be addition. You know what I mean?
Nah, but you got-
and that's what I tell my kids. Like they used to be really upset about, their grandmother not giving them attention that she gave one of the boys, because there's 4 boys and a girl, and Levin and Landon would be like, well, she loves Zay more, and she do this for Zay, and she do that for Zay, or she always comes to get Lauren, and she don't. And I'd be like, let me tell y'all something. Y'all get so much love from Niecy, from Danny, from Nitra, from Tasha, from Aunt Maria, from Uncle Hughie, from Uncle Paul. Her not giving you love should not bother you, because you get so much extra love. But if you feel that way, tell her.
Yeah.
And it bothered Levin for years, like bad. Like, why don't she do this? Why don't she do that? Why don't she call me? Why don't she pick me up? Why don't she buy me stuff for my birthday? Why does she do this? Why she do that? And finally one day I'm like, if you don't say something, you're not gonna get no clarity.
Yeah, I mean, like,
but it
anybody
also
else,
bothered
like,
me.
If you don't tell me,
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it also bothered me. So, but I would never let Levin know that. So I would tell my mama, and my mama would be like, you know how my mama is. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Fuck her. But one day when I got mad, I said it. I'm like, you don't even come and get my kids. You don't even buy them this. You don't do that. You forget their birthdays. And she cried. Like, it bothered her.
Yeah.
That I held this in for so long, and that it bothered me. And she was like, I never realized I did it. But Marky is here with your kids. He's not there with him.
Yeah.
So I felt
Feel like
like
you filling the
I had
void.
to overcompensate with him, because
Yeah.
they see their daddy all the time.
See, I don't.
And
I
even
guess I'm different. Some
and even
stuff I
though
don't worry about.
Good
But I mean,
intentions,
but
though,
even though
man.
you
Shit,
understand
good
that,
intentions,
like when
that
she
No,
said
my
that,
mother-
goes
and that's what I
bad,
mean.
man.
Even
My
though I
mother-
understood that, it was still an excuse to me.
See, my mother has
what I'm
a
saying?
better relationship with my brother and sister kids than she do mine.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't take it personal, or I don't think it's on purpose.
It's
I
just-
think
it's
that
just-
they're
it's just how
more
it
of a
is.
natural circle, like kind of
Exactly.
blended together with
Yeah.
them, and we're kind of all the way out.
If my brother
And
had
I think
kids
that my
right
mother
now,
thinks that mine are fine,
mama would
versus when
have
she
them.
got to help them a little
Like
bit
they
more.
would live
You know
with
what I'm
her.
saying?
Yeah.
So I
If-
don't even take it personally.
If George had kids, they would live with my mama. Like, she would probably have his kids, because George is her baby. And
Yeah.
she thinks it bothers me, but it doesn't. Her and my brother have a better bond. They talk every day. I mean, I talk to my mother every day, but they talk day, night, all day long. She cook his dinner. She wash his clothes. She do everything for my brother. So it would probably bother my kids. But then again, it's just like, well, then y'all go over there. And sometimes, like, and that's what I tell them. Y'all old enough that if y'all want to go over cousin Tasha's house, call cousin Tasha and tell her. If you want to go over so and so house, call him and tell him like you're old enough to
But
say you want to go.
everything is a two-way street though.
And
That's
it
why
is.
I don't really be
But
mad
but
it's not like I call my
yourself.
mama
As I got older,
and
but
say,
extend
"You want to watch the
yourself.
kids?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what I
I
mean.
don't really do it. Like, but when I do it,
necessary.
I can be honest, and say I've never heard a no.
Even
like
though-
if I call like, "Mama, I need you to keep my kids," she ain't never said no.
Exactly.
But I don't call.
But she probably don't
Like
call and be
that.
like,
I
"Hey,
ain't
bring me
telling
the
my
kids."
now.
Nah.
So, but look like my cousin.
They'll
See,
come
now that my
anyway.
mama's in her 70s,
She ain't calling for nothing.
nah, we ain't calling mama for nothing.
Yeah.
But that's what
But
I
it's
mean.
like
so
in her younger,
But
like I couldn't hold that against her. Like,
No.
Well, you used to watch Vari.
Well, see,
kids
my
all the
brother-
Vari
time,
had
like,
kids when she was like 15.
But see,
you know what I'm saying?
see, my brothers and sisters them drop kids off at my grandma's house, and I don't.
But
'Cause
that's
I feel like that though.
and,
like,
and that's what I had
you
to
did your
explain to my
part.
kids.
If I'm gonna take
like,
their grandma, they gonna go to my
I don't
mama.
call her to watch y'all. She need help with watching y'all. So y'all can't always be upset because y'all don't see the big picture.
I think that's what get people in trouble. Period, man.
Assuming.
you always
Perception.
that, and you always want to compare.
Yeah, don't
Yo,
compare
kids to
shit.
somebody
to
else,
somebody
yeah.
else.
But even
you
me,
know what
I
mean?
was
You
guilty of
can't
that. I was
compare.
guilty of that. But it's because I had never had kids. And I saw something that bothered me. And instead of me talking about it, I just got offended. You know
But
what
you
I'm
know,
saying?
as a parent though, that it ain't the same. You don't raise all your kids the same. Some
No.
kids are a little bit more needy
Well,
and
and
more.
that comes with
whether you
age.
like
You
it or
like it or
yeah,
not.
like
That
you
comes with
ain't.
age.
How you
Like,
tripping?
look at how tight you and Lyric are. You know, when when Dia and Shawnee was little, you probably had to work every day, work crazy hours, work days, nights, do everything, you know what I'm saying, to take care of them. Because, like, when I had Levin, I didn't work. Then I had Landon, and I worked at Allison. So it's like, Levin
Totally
got me.
different.
You're in a completely different
Yeah.
situation.
Levin got
My big
Different.
kids, my grown kids say it all the time, like they so spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm like, my situation is completely
It's
different.
completely,
than
my
yours.
life is different.
I
That's
can't-
like, I can't remember what episode it was, but I said that about my older sister.
Yeah.
She's like, y'all mama's different. than
Yeah,
me.
it's
You know what I
different.
mean? My mom was 20 having her. She
Right.
was 35.
And
when
that's
she
what I
had
mean.
me.
Isaiah's age
Yeah,
situation.
I'm a totally different motherfucker
Exactly.
at 35 than I was at
Yeah,
20.
Exactly.
You know
Because
what I
even
mean?
with
We were
Lauren,
just talking about
As you
that.
as you
Shit.
should be though. You should
Yeah,
be.
and
that
again-
or with like discipline and shit, the shit that I got away with, kind of wouldn't dare
Yeah.
get away
Yeah.
with that shit.
No.
But as you get older, you know, like sometimes I pick and choose my spots.
Yeah.
If it was the shit that we used to get whoopings over, I'd be whooping my kids
Every day.
every
All
motherfucking
the
day,
time.
Every day.
20 minutes.
All the time.
But then
Every
you
day.
get older, you like, number one, I ain't got time for this.
Yeah.
Number two, you get more
Number
patience.
two, you like,
You get more patience.
you pick your spot, you
Yeah,
pick your battles.
you pick
and
your
shit.
battles.
Some shit
And
ain't
some
worth
things
it.
they need to do so they can learn. Like, go ahead, jump off that bed and bust your damn neck.
Yep.
Go ahead. Like,
I'll be waiting.
like when Landon broke something, I rushed him to the hospital. And then Lauren broke her arm, and I'm like, okay, let me see your arm.
Can you do this?
Can
My
you do
daughter
that?
walk-
Do that?
My daughter walked around with a broken foot for 2 days.
Oh my
But that's what I meant. Well, wait a minute. Hold
You
on.
trying other shit?
Dude, you know how I caught her? Going to the bathroom scooting. And I was like, oh,
Bye.
okay, she ain't.
It's
Cut.
serious.
It's a
She
wrap.
ain't-
Blended family over.
Come on, let's go. But yeah, I mean,
All right,
I just think that.
summarize. Sum it up.
I don't know. I just think that. Am I summing it up?
It's difficult, but it can be done. Patience, prayer, working together, communication. It can be done.
Patience.
I'm not adding anybody
You need
else to my
patience.
blended family. You know what I'm saying? My kids
That's
are
your
almost
word.
grown. Patience.
you have
You
to
have
have
to have patience.
I believe y'all.
You have to have
I
patience.
believe.
I believe.
Ask your
believe.
wife.
Children of the future.
Coming from
Ask
a
your
true,
wife.
Absolutely.
coming from a true stepfather and a true step kid, I believe love conquers all. At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
Because
it
look,
conquers all.
You're right.
Real talk.
That's absolutely.
Because if you're doing it for the real reasons and you're genuine
Love.
and it's all about that person and the situation,
And
any,
kids can see, they
any-
can sense
anything,
that
yeah.
shit, man. When
yeah.
shit coming from a genuine place
Yeah.
versus some bullshit for shit.
Yes.
because I ain't forcing shit.
Cause my daughter, and I ain't trying to put him on blast or nothing, but my daughter would be like, well, I asked my dad for this, but can you be ready to get it just in case he don't get it? No.
Maybe I wish my kids would have to have a backup plan for some shit that I say I'm gonna do.
That
Hey,
burns
the step,
my
the step,
ass.
whatever,
Bruh.
stepmom, stepdad is just step up. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I say this with all honesty, I push my stepdaughter to have a relationship with her daddy because I'll never be that. I don't care what I do, however
Nope.
I do,
That's
I
right.
cannot fill that void.
Nope.
So you
And I'm
gotta
gonna tell
have
y'all
that
something.
relationship.
Did y'all say that? My mother did not date to where me and my brother could see it until we were grown. My father died in the 5th grade. She brought one guy home, and when that didn't work out, never again. So when my mom met Mark,
I only seen one man.
they dated, And then they got married. And to this day,
Well,
I
only
will
seen
say
one man, but
my
y'all
mother's
call my
husband.
mama a
I
hoe.
will never say my stepfather. Because I only got one father. Like, my kids love Mark. They adore him. But I have never called him my stepfather. I call him
Mark.
my mother's husband or Mark because I have a father. And my mom's always like, well, what if Isaiah and DeWine would have did you like that? I would have had to respect it.
Well, to clear things up, I only seen my mom with one man too, and she married him. So all y'all got these rumors. I'm gonna let y'all know now. She married him.
She married now.
Yeah, cause you know I got a lot of fans. Y'all got I got a lot of fans.
Damn
I've been
fans.
forgetting about it.
Yeah, my
Your
fans.
mama got some fans. That's got some fans.
No, she only had one. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She only had one.
One fan.
She shut it down.
Yeah, one fan.
She shut it down.
Danny, did your mama have any fans?
One. I only seen one man.
You seen one man.
That's what's up.
But she had 2 baby daddies, so that's 3. She's same as my mama.
She just didn't
But
bring
I'm saying I never knew
the fans.
Kiana's.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
mine. He wasn't around, and I knew one man.
Okay.
Who was the man
And
you
that was
knew?
like this nigga named Lee. All I remember was he was a sheriff.
She was like, your mama in love with the boys.
With the cops.
Hey, let we end it on that. Hey, we gonna end it on that. Mama
All
do not
right.
play
You
no.
talking about mama thorough.
Totally. That's why
Mama,
she
don't
was
play
driving
words with
the-
friends
Nah,
no
we
more.
gonna go ahead and wrap it up. My
Yeah.
final words would be, from the outside looking in, be genuine. And if that's a boat you're gonna get in, make sure you treating them kids like you would treat your own.
Ride it
There you
out.
go.
So that's another bomb ass episode of the Call Me podcast. We'll catch y'all next time.